Get Haunted, where you are the investigator. Get Haunted. Paranormal Investigations isn't a show. It's your experience. Join this premier paranormal event company for real investigations at some of the nation's most haunted locations. This isn't a tour. This is hands-on. You'll use real equipment, explore active sites, and dive into the unknown. No scripts, no actors, just you, the gear, and whatever's waiting in the dark. Perfect for both first-timers and seasoned ghost hunters. Each event is guided by experienced investigators. But the discoveries, they're yours to make. 2025 is already jam-packed with incredible locations across the nation. Space fills up fast, so make sure to book your tickets now. Dare to get haunted? Find your next investigation at gethaunted.com.
All right. Well, it's just me right now. You got a little sneak. I was literally making sure my goatee looked okay. I was not digging in my nose. We'll see. We'll see if Sarah shows up. For those that are joining me tonight, hopefully Sarah as well. I'm feeling a little bit better, Sandy. Last night was a little bit chaotic. It was a chaotic show. I know there's this notion out there that Rob and Sarah don't argue, and you're pretty much right. It's a rare occurrence, but somehow we ended up in an argument last night. It wasn't an argument. We just bickered. And I was mean. I was not nice. So I've made a written apology, and hopefully she's watching and she understands that it's sincere and where it came from. So I'm going to run through that, and then we're going to get to the show if you're ready. To my esteemed friend and co-host who bravely withstood my unexpected possession on last night's broadcast, I would like to formally apologize for my energetically aggressive behavior. At approximately 7:27 p.m., something clearly crawled out of the veil, slapped my common sense off the table, and hijacked my personality like a low-budget demon with something to prove. You did not deserve to be hit with my full poltergeist-level attitude. In retrospect, my tone was less professional investigator and more angry spirit trapped in a doll since 1970. If EVP recorders had been rolling, I'm confident my rant would have registered as a Class A growl. Moving forward, I promise to sage myself before every show, bind my inner chaos entity with at least 2 layers of intention, and refrain from trying to verbally exercise you live. Hello, audience. Exercise you live on the air. That was rude. Even ghosts have boundaries, Sarah. So thank you for not banishing me, salt circling me, or calling in a priest mid-episode. Your tolerance is frankly paranormal in its own right. In closing, I'm sorry for my spectral outburst. I owe you a coffee, a cleansing, and possibly a protective amulet. Your remorseful co-host and business partner and former best friend, Robert P. Stackowitz. If you're there, Sarah, if you're out there in the real world, join us. I'm depossessed. I'm unpossessed tonight. And to our viewers and loyal fans, thank you for not taking it out on me, except for a couple of you that did. We can talk about that privately.
First of all, did you see the number shoot up to 52?
No, I didn't. Did they? They dropped off. We had a pro gamer on there. I saw him pop on. Pro gamer M2A.
Well,
Hello.
thank you so much for that apology.
I'm pretty sure that because of the topic, I
Mhm.
became possessed.
I am not touching it. I
You can. You can. It's okay.
I appreciate the
Yeah,
apology.
I am sorry. I know. I don't know what the fuck happened, but it doesn't even matter.
Well, I'm going play by play on the saved version so we can
Why?
see. Like I'm gonna spend time doing that. Are
Oh,
you
okay.
insane?
Yeah, don't.
No. We
Please
have
don't.
business to take care of. Listen, don't do it again. Do not do it again.
Yeah, it won't happen again.
Today is a new day, Angelina.
It was. Those are. But listen,
Mhm.
I got some rest. So am I allowed to tell that part? So during a very profuse apology on my part, I was like, Sarah, I'm really sorry.
You probably said it like, I don't even know, 15 times, let's say.
Okay. You know what her response was? Get some rest.
That's not all I said. I said, you don't owe me an apology, period. So
Get some rest. Yeah, 3 words. So that was how I went to
totally
bed.
so.
And I did. I had nightmares about it.
Mhm.
But we're back in action.
Well, can I share what I got this morning?
I don't know.
Good
Sure.
morning? Question mark.
Because normally I get a good morning. And it was very late in the morning.
Mhm.
Very late in the morning. And there was still no good morning. She wasn't talking to me, folks. She put me in the back. She put me in my place.
I was respecting my boundaries.
Is that what that was?
Look, I don't know what the hell happened. We were having a great conversation, and it just sort of
It
fell
went.
apart.
Oh, it took a turn. It is possible I got possessed.
Well,
Highly
something
unlikely.
happened. Yeah.
Something weird happened.
Something
History is
happened.
weird. Yeah, so we're okay, folks. Get on it. Has recovered. We're
Mhm.
back.
Mhm.
Shut up. They say, Brittany, this is the problem because you're fans. Okay, I know who your fans are. It's pretty obvious.
Who are you talking? My fans?
Yeah.
I don't have fans. I have friends who watch
Oh,
my back.
oh, okay. They call it. They call me their friend too.
Yeah, they are your friend.
But yeah, I get it.
I think it takes an actual. I'll keep it real. It takes an actual friend and a real friend to be able to reach out to somebody and go, "Look, bro." Like,
All
that's,
right. All
that's
right.
a good. To me, that is a real friend.
It is. It is.
It is.
It is. It is just not during the fucking show because it threw me off. All right, don't get me going again. All right.
Okay.
All
Well,
right.
I appreciate it. Thank you for the apology,
Oh,
and I'll go ahead and
I
rescind
got
I'll rescind the
on
message to your
shirt.
mama. I will let your mama
No, you
know.
leave my mom out of it.
Oh no, I'll take it back. I'll let her know that.
You sent her a message?
Did I tell your
Sarah
mom?
Jean.
I did it. I didn't tell Paulette, but just know I've got her direct number.
Oh, I know. She's the
Right.
only thing she cares. She don't even. Hi, Mom. How are you? How's Sarah? Oh, okay. She's great. How about me? How about your son?
Well, I like if I called your mom right now, I could. It's a little
You
late,
should call her. I'm sure
but I
she's
should
been
get
sleeping
Paulette
for
right
6
on the
hours.
phone, and I'll let her know. Like, here's
You
the
got me in
situation.
trouble once already.
I did. I'm telling you.
Okay.
I'm telling you. But seriously, these things happen. 2026 is going to be a whole new year. We've got some really cool things coming, and that's right. You know what? I'm going to call. Not only am I going to call your mom,
Not
I'm
call
calling
Debbie.
Jason's mom.
No.
I'm calling Debbie. That's it. I'm calling
No.
Debbie. Thank you, Jason, for
I
that.
can't
I'm
enough.
just
Look, one country and one
no.
mother is enough.
And I think I'm on Debbie's good side.
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
you're on everybody's good side. Rob has one bad moment, maybe 5. Stop. I'm being sincere.
You are. And
I'm
you know
trying to
what?
be nice.
We all have.
It's hard. It's hard to be nice to you. God.
Oh boy. Yeah, right. Pardon me, but we made it through. It was a little bit of a rough start to the day, but we made it through and we decided what was important. And that is everything that we work on for each and every one of
Yes.
you. And
So be happy, everyone.
yeah. And Graham's gonna be involved now. Uh-oh. Brittany's Graham.
No.
Now Graham's involved.
I don't even know her.
Oh my goodness. Hi, Damien. Your pictures are insanely cool. Did you see where he's staying? Oh my God, beautiful, beautiful. So yes, we actually, once we went to our corners and cooled it and
After I got some rest.
after he took his nap, we actually he actually was like, should we go live tonight? And I thought he was kidding.
I was doing it without you either
Yeah,
way.
he was like,
people were like, what the hell is going on right now? I know. I got the calls. I got the messages. I was informed of what some people thought about me last night. And I did. I had to go to sleep that way. And it was not fun. I did feel bad.
Yeah.
Because it was misdirected. It doesn't matter. We don't have to get back into it.
No, it doesn't. And
you know, I forgive the things that you do. To make me react that way, that's what happens.
Mm-hmm. Well, thank you to the 2 people that reached out to me last night and made sure I was okay. I think I was just really confused at that point. I didn't know what was happening.
I was.
Yeah. So yeah.
Ja.
But anyways, you want to get into even though people might if you missed it last night, we did scrub. It's gone.
Yeah, it was after the fact. I'm like, delete the shit. And then I was sitting there completely in a funk, and I couldn't figure out how to delete it on YouTube.
Yeah, no.
So I got some help from one of our friends, and I'm like, I can't even fucking find it, let alone.
Yeah.
Yeah, it wasn't fun.
No,
it wasn't fun. Yeah, I mean, where do you want me to start, best friend?
What do you mean?
Oh, I don't know. I thought we were talking about something.
Yeah, well, so what we want to talk. Jason, you missed it, bud.
Yeah, Jason, you don't want to see it.
It's gone.
It wasn't that bad. It wasn't like a.
I think the end was. It was bad.
Okay.
It was bad. But it's
it
okay.
Wasn't like I was. Don't make it sound like I was.
We were on a show.
And
No.
It was nothing like that. It was just a standoff.
It was just a weird confusion and trying to keep things going when you just probably shouldn't.
Yeah, we should have just pulled that plug. We should have flipped the breaker. Yeah. Your Wi-Fi box should have. Your modem box should have turned off.
Yeah.
Yeah, Talik. You can't rewatch it. It's all gone.
Yeah, it's gone.
Shut up. Hey, Brittany.
It's gone.
Okay, I wouldn't call it a tantrum. It was an expression
of feelings.
It was an expression.
What if you did get? No, but for real though, what if you did all of a sudden get?
I'm seriously.
What if you were hanging out with my doll? What if he didn't like the direction it was going and he flipped out.
There's your girlfriend.
I'm okay. Yeah, I mean, what if? We don't know.
I don't know.
It could have been a possession.
I clearly was not myself. Yeah, I didn't even feel like myself afterwards. The nightmare.
You didn't look like yourself, to be honest with you. There was a point where your whole face changed, and normally that's just not what you do.
All right.
Right.
Well,
So
stop.
what is the first line of is it oppression? How does it go? Because it's not full on possession first.
No, I
It's
was
like,
probably a little oppressed.
yeah, like an oppression.
Well, there's infestation.
Oh, infestation, oppression, and
I
then
don't know, whatever it
possession.
is. I don't know.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Right, if looks could kill. Yeah, there you go. There you go. Okay, so what we did really want to talk about tonight was our first event of 2026, because we're really excited about this. And I think when we talk about what our brand really means and what it brings, to me, this concept is amazing to me. Like, this to me is something that if you've always wanted to really understand sort of where our heads are in the paranormal, and you wanted to work with us, to me, these events and this first event in 2026, and there will be, can I say, like, what can I say, how many?
You can say whatever you want. You know why? Because you are an incredible human being. I trust you with my life. And it's your company.
Yeah. And it was really sweet. He started off with, my internet is great. He was being very kind to me tonight.
I love your internet.
You too. You love
It's
it.
so just perfect.
Yeah, it's perfect. It is what it is.
It's great.
Ooh, she said a name. You said a name of what that doll is?
Uh-oh.
I'm curious, Bianca, what you mean by that. She said a name and she's sorry.
We didn't say hi to everyone, so hi to everyone. Right?
Well, hello to everyone.
23 people here. Yeah. That's amazing.
Well, because they were like, what? Sarah might not show it. Like, like, what the hell happened last night?
Yeah, so let's get into let's start with the backstory to what this event.
Yeah.
So
you do it, because I love, like, this was something that to me, this has always been waiting to be.
Yeah, the trajectory. So, for those that have watched Seek with Your Soul, which is another little show that Sarah and I used to do a little bit more often, a lot more often. This is sort of the live version of Seek. So it's not even remotely close to your typical old school paranormal investigation. And what Seek was, or is really, is about digging in, learning about yourself and all the things you bring to a paranormal investigation and the things you bring to your perception of any experiences you may have. Going back, even years and years to your actual first paranormal experience, which probably was before the one you think is your first paranormal experience. And it's more about the whys and the circumstances around you, and then the ifs or the hows, right? It's deep stuff. But it brings you back to the roots of high strangeness and the paranormal and exploration. Am I close on that? Am I saying this the right way?
I do. I think in the end, if you've spent any time on a Seek with Your Soul, when you presented this to me, it's what it is. It's Seek with Your Soul on the road. And I think this is I think this is such an amazing way to sort of go back to basics, right? To sort of go back. I think we always we build, right? We move on to the new trend, we move on to the new experiment, we move on to the new theory. But I think often I think what I'm watching is we really forget what the paranormal is supposed to be about, or possibly what it's about, I should say. So I think I love this. It's a little bit like my 22 days. It's slowing down. It's removing distractions. It's remembering your own magic.
Yeah, and it's kind of, it's why the tagline for this is a paranormal reset, right? Like, I watch it, and we do public events all the time, and a lot of that is, all the shit we've all learned on TV. And that's really not what it's all about. So the paranormal reset piece of it, it's not just for, newbies. It's really geared towards seasoned people like Stephen Kamatz, who got a lot out of Seek with Your Soul. It's for everybody, but it's definitely different. It's definitely different. I'm excited to bring it. And my PC's acting like a jackass. And I was at, are we saying where? I guess we kind of have to.
I mean, yeah, absolutely.
I happen to be at, oh, there he is. There's Stephen. Yeah, you were your big inspiration for this whole series, Stephen, just so you know.
Absolutely.
You and a couple other.
Oh, you're going to find out.
We're going to tell you here in a second, Stace. But I was at a Masonic lodge, and I honest to God, never really studied anything about Freemasons. But the more I learned about Freemasons and why they do what they do, and what their rituals are really about, and they're all about really the betterment of self, serving the community, and they express those things and do a lot of really cool ritualistic type of things, which is, folks, whether you believe it or not, every time you walk into an investigation, you're performing a little bit of a ritual, even when you do an EVP session, right? So there were just all of these parallels, and I love the place, and I love symbols, and I love the notion of what the Freemasons are truly about, and it just resonated. I'm like, I have to do this here. We have to do a live Seek with Your Soul here at this lodge. The lodge number itself, if you run it through numerology, it's all about new beginnings, and it's really cool. Everything just kind of lined up, and we were lucky to have the place, right, have it available to us. So we came up with this concept and kind of fleshed it out over the past 2-3 months. And it kind of gives people a track. It gives people a progression to attend these events, and we made them really affordable because we want people to go from point A all the way to point D, because that's when you're going to get the most out of it. So please take it over from here.
Hey, Kelly. So yes, so really this is a Seek with Your Soul live. But more importantly, we wanted to give back to so many of you. And if you have attended any of the Making Sense of Your Senses, I think this really sort of honed in on like what making sense of your senses really is, and that is starting with yourself. And so this is going to be a 4-part series or episode, so to speak. The inner eye, Exploring Spirit and Self. This is going to be all 4. It's going to be starting in February, March, April, May. Correct? All 4 months. Bam, bam, bam.
February, March, April, May. Correct.
Yep. This is going to all be done at the Masonic Lodge in
Trying to
Blairstown.
get to that. I'll put up the.
Mhm.
Put this up in a second. Go ahead. Keep going.
So kind of give a general feel. What I'm going to tell you is this. This particular event, you don't have to buy all 4. However, there are perks that even go beyond what you yourself will get for this particular series of events. But for those of you that are like, I want to commit, and what you are doing here is, again, sort of like 22 days, you're committing to yourself. You're committing to understanding your being and your gifts, your natural born gifts, by the way, and what you do bring to an investigation. I think a lot of times we just kind of collect the crap, right? So it's time to clean out those closets. What no longer serves you, it's time to bring it back to what does serve you. So we're really excited that, one, we have the beautiful opportunity to be at this particular lodge. Andy, you would be great for this as well. What I am going to say is this.
This is different than making sense.
Oh, yeah, it is different. It is going to be a small group. We're starting off with 14 people. So having said that, do you have to do all 4? You do not. Will it benefit you to do all 4? Absolutely. And I'm going to go through each episode briefly, go through each episode and what you're going to get with each episode. And there's, again, the benefits that you will receive for yourself will be huge, but also we have something really cool that we want to offer to those that participate in all 4. As you saw on that one graphic, you saw the word season pass. There is a reason. If you buy all 4 with that season pass, you do get a discount. But we did make these affordable because we do want you to be at all 4. This one is, I guess I just need to go over each episode so they because they're probably like, okay, so what?
Yeah, I know. So, but while we're on, so the season pass,
Yeah.
It's a feature of our ticketing system, and we are doing this with other events. Stephen, if you're still watching, like every White Hill event will go into its own season pass, because we're going to be honest, Stephen buys every goddamn White Hill event that we do. It's in Jersey, Angelina. So we're going to offer certain things and certain season passes, some specific to locations, and others where you can get sort of like what the pass, VIP pass was about. But you can literally get a season pass and get a 3-event pass and pick any of the 3 events. We're doing a lot of new things next year, a lot of things to try to give back to everybody. And it's part of why you're seeing polls from Sarah and what's important to people. We know public events, we know smaller groups, sometimes it's possible. She should have added on that. I'm going to add it, like, so for smaller groups, does that mean you're willing to pay a little bit more, because we do have to make up some of that gap. But anyway, we'll talk about that another time. Yeah. But season passes, you're all going to have word of mouth marketing capabilities. So if you buy a ticket and you get your friends to buy a ticket, you're going to get credit back into your Extreme account to apply towards your next. So there's a lot of cool things that we have coming, but this and Sarah and Brittany will tell you, I've been stressing getting this thing put together, because it is February. It's only a couple months away for the first one. But it's going to be very, very family style. There's going to be, so go ahead, Sarah.
Well, I guess I get excited when you started to say that, because that's what there's so much benefit to this particular style of events,
Can I
because
get coffee?
one, what's that?
Can I run and get coffee?
You can run and get
When you're
coffee.
talking, please go ahead.
Oh, thank you. I will.
Okay.
Okay. Be careful going down those steps. So again, it's going to be a small group. What we're really going to, what I'm hoping for all of you, those that are interested, that you do want to do all four, because number one, that means that all of you will be working together with your energies, and we're all going to be at one location at 4 different times. And I think this is, again, you've heard me say, when we do events, we walk in and then we're done. And then that's how a lot of investigators do it. You're not really investing time into this. Right, Jason? He's gone now. But this is about investing in yourself. And we invest in each other with these four. So yes, it's Blairstown, New Jersey. Thank you, Brittany. Brittany is going to be a part of this. We are so honored that she's going to be taking a piece of this with us. This whole experience, and that's really what it is. This is an experience, and it's about getting back to the basics, starting from that strong foundation that you just have probably forgotten that you have, and then building upon that. And then even though there's 4 of these, we have a really cool surprise for you for a number 5. So if you are one of the 14 that are going to be at all 4, we highly encourage, you don't have to, but we highly encourage that you go ahead and do the season pass and commit to the 4, because they're buildable. These are buildable. He's trying. All right, so I'm going to just kind of go briefly and talk about each of these episodes and what you're going to really sort of, I don't want to give away too much. We don't want to give away our goodies, but just so you have an idea. Right? No?
Yeah.
Are you sure?
I don't like the no details, because people be latching on to that shit.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. So for episode 1, which is in February, and I don't have these dates yet memorized. I have not looked at the dates. So I don't have these memorized yet, but the 1 in February, this is where we started out. This is where we start. We're all going to come together, and it's going to be the foundations of self-awareness. And I think this is so important that we remember these pieces. We walk in with so much distraction, all the equipment. This is going to be steeped in conversation, and we're really going to give you, this is so hard to say without giving away all the details, but you're going to learn, personal energy patterns. You're going to explore your fears and your curiosities and your beliefs. And then we're gonna be able to go over some things, some groundings and things like that, to sort of help you when you're in a chaotic investigation, be it that it's a lot of people or the energy itself is a little bit more chaotic, right? Swiper, no swiping. But again, here's what I will say. Rob has probably had the metaphor that I think explains it the best. You can have the ingredients. What we have been so blessed with is, we work well together as chefs, and we know when you guys get involved, it's even better. And we all become this really good team. And we do believe and know and have very big confidence as you participate in these 4 episodes of the Inner Eye. You're going to walk away with a remembered and awakened confidence of what you're really connecting to and how you're connecting. So the first one is going to be foundations of self-awareness. What I think we really love about this the most is that this is seek with your soul style, folks. So this is conversations with you. This is building it with you. We're going to all talk together. We're inside this great Masonic lodge. And as we do these exercises with each episode, we are going to incorporate light investigating to just sort of, use what you learned that night, right then and there. And then we are going to highly encourage you to use that and practice those up until episode 2, episode 3, episode 4, because again, we're going to building blocks. We're going to keep building on each of these episodes for you to be able to, I think on this one, on the first one, I will just let you know this because this really isn't giving away anything, but it's really, this one is really digging into understanding your personal biases. We talk about this, right? Often you can say, I'm going to walk in unbiased, but we're never unbiased. You can't, it's hard to drop all of those, but I think if you can acknowledge them, right? If you can get them out there, you can acknowledge them and you can understand this is the thought, this is the bias, this is my belief. You can learn to set that aside for a moment. It's becoming aware. It is that self-awareness. Also understanding what your triggers are, right? Understanding that if you go into some of these locations, something triggers you and then suddenly you're sort of kind of got that ball rolling, right? And maybe you need to pull that back a little bit.
Yeah. And that's where your lens comes in, right? These lenses that we see and think, or we get our own perceptions of things based on the lens we're looking through. And, if those that know my story, and, once my lenses changed, everything changed. So, don't give too much.
I know. So that's going to be self-awareness. That's the foundation of self-awareness. I don't want to dig too much. There are some very specific things between Rob, myself, and Brittany that we are going to be doing with you and giving to you. You're not walking away empty-handed, not just with great conversations, new friendships, a family ship. Like we do these 4 together. It really does create a bond. It does. Making sense with your senses created bonds. This to me strengthens that even more because one of the things that, as we were doing this, we're not giving you the answers, right? We're finding the answers all together. That's what we're doing. This is not us lecturing you. These are discussions. These are symposiums of learning, but going backwards a little bit. We have to go backwards to go forwards, just a little bit.
It's very bidirectional. And there are very cool experiments that we're including. So it's not a sit down lecture kind of thing. It's not one direction.
Hands-on.
Very hands-on. And there's some really cool experiments. That's it. That's all we can say. Right.
Yeah. So now we've gone through a little bit of that foundation of self-awareness. Now it's time for episode 2 in March. We're going to get back together at the Amazing Lodge. And what's so cool about this is we want you to be aware of your surroundings and of yourself. And does the location change? It's not going to just be us changing, right? While our energy changes with each of these, what changes at this location? What becomes stronger? What becomes weaker? What stands out, right? What becomes important?
And just so you know, it's supposed to be haunted, which is why I went there. And the first, there's been ghost hunts there before. We had some interesting things that night. So I'm excited to see how this all plays out over 4 months.
So in March, we're going to go over like more of an energy mapping and sensory training. So we're going to really get into now, right? You've gotten your self-awareness, you've gotten some great tips and things to work on. Now we're going to step into sort of that mapping, energy mapping, and our sensory training. And you're going to get really deep into some awesome things with clairs. And we're super excited to have Brittany working with us with that. Which if you watched Paranormally Blonde, when we did that for the community workbook, she knows her shit very well. And, we're excited about that part too, because this is where we all really this is where we start. It's episode 2. You start really working together, like hands-on working together.
And I'll add, Blairstown is where they filmed Friday the 13th.
Oh,
So
is it?
so there's tons of cool little things to do while you're in town. Like,
Mhm,
I know
mhm.
there's some cemetery gate shit that I guess is from the movie The
Okay.
Diner where they did all that. Is it Friday the 13th?
I
Yeah.
don't know.
Yeah, I'll tell you in a second.
Is
I don't know.
Camp Crystal Lake there?
Yes.
Is it really?
Yes.
Oh, that's so cool. Okay, well, we have to have some photo
Yeah.
ops too, like, do we?
Original 1980 Friday the 13th was filmed in and around Blairstown, New Jersey.
Wow. All right.
So there's all kinds of cool little things
Yeah.
you can do there.
Yeah.
The diner is the most famous thing because it's in the movie.
Yeah.
Um,
It is like X-Men dream.
yeah,
Yeah, right?
we'll see by the end.
So that one it's really, so number 2, it's refining your awareness, and really mapping out, you know, our energy, and sort of our effects, you know, between environment and what are environmental anomalies and what are possible spirit anomalies. Like, I think we are so quick to want to put things out on, you know, a 24-hour, 365 days a year, you know, entertainment thing with social media that we're really, it's we're losing the beautiful nuances to paranormal, right? So it's like this rush. It's like rushing news now. Like,
Yeah.
you see all this news gets rushed out and it's never correct.
And I want people to understand this is not like woo-woo shit. This is a lot of there's a lot of thought and effort. So it's not like you're gonna walk out of there with, you know.
We're not doing light as a feather, stuff as a board.
Yeah. So this is it's cool. It's cool.
Yeah.
We spent a lot of time mapping this shit out. So
Yeah.
go ahead.
So then March, April, now we're in April, we're for episode number 3. This is where we really get into some psychic tools, and spiritual ethics. This is probably now, and you know, Rob did have a good question about this as we were going over a lot of this. What if somebody comes in on number 3 because they think, oh, right, like that looks really cool and interesting. The reality is, though, and what we all need to remember, and if we want to get the younger people or the newer people interested in this, is that to understand yourself and what you bring, and then using tools, how that all affects us, right? Like, so it's going over the different tools that we use to measure and document and to interact with any kind of paranormal phenomenon.
And don't let the word psychic throw you. It's not like this.
Yeah, you hated that word. You're like,
I don't love it, but it is a real word.
Yeah.
Just only because it can be read the wrong way, right? It's not psychic training, but look, the word, go look it up. You guys can look it up.
Yeah, I mean, we're gonna have a little bit of that, you know, pendulums and dowsing rods and a little bit of that, but then the equipment that's not super crazy, but more of the subtle energy reading, maybe a K2 meter, REM pod, possibly a music box. We're gonna understand how all this works together, how we affect what we use, and then really going into some great discussions, ethical discussions, balancing curiosity with respect, for what could be there, and also just the environment in general, because this is a working Mason lodge. You know, you don't want to go in there and crap it all up with crazy negative energy, right? I mean, we want to keep it to what it is. And I think this is where, you know, the provoking, people talk about this often, right? This is we're cool, calm, and collected folks on these 4 particular episodes. We're here to work together to understand, to have discussions, not be the first to discover the brand new trend, but instead to remember what is right within yourself. So we're excited. I think, and this will be an interesting one. And again, we're going to touch back on the foundations and the energy mapping, and then you'll get into the tools, to lead up to the number 4, March, April, May. So then in May, that one is probably a little bit more discussion heavy. Now, these all do end with light investigations. So you're going to get a lot of different things, and we don't want to give away what we're going to be doing and giving you. But again, you will be walking out with things as well as new things within yourself. But it's personal resonance and manifestation. And I know, Rob, when we talked about this one too, you know, it was like, well, will people really get that? But I think this is why going to all four is so important, right? If you were to just step into number 4, maybe you would be like, what? Like, what is this all about? But when you start with understanding your self-awareness and moving through the episodes, we'll do things like visualization of manifestations and, you know, talking through possible dream work, and what that could mean, right? But really, this is you guys have now done it. You've been to 3 of the episodes. Now you're sitting in 4. The floor is yours. This is where you guys are going to work together and talk about experiences and, you know, where have you moved in all these episodes? Where did did something change? Was there a new confidence? I know you want me to stop. Okay.
Do you want me to DM you?
No.
That's how it all started.
So it's really, to me, I love how you broke this down. Seek with Your Soul is a really important project to me. That project never goes away. And I love that it sort of has grown some, I guess, new tentacles, in, so to speak, because we've always talked about like taking it live, taking it on the road. And I think this is a great step to doing that.
Yeah. I mean, so, you know, sort of the precursor of this was making sense of your senses, which we're not done with, right? But that was very much focused on different techniques and methods, right? Remote viewing, scrying with a twist, and psychometry. Doesn't mean that goes away, and it doesn't mean some of that isn't part of this. Oh, okay. I will give this away for episode 4 on this. We're busting out the God helmet.
Oh gosh, I can't believe you actually just shared that, which is so cool. And there are some perimeters that have to be met, though, in order to participate with God helmet.
That's right. But the God helmet's coming. So making sense, it was very much more like a training, you know, and I totally ripped off Stacy, who's in the audience with his remote viewing piece. But, you know, of all the people,
you always give him credit.
What?
You always give him credit.
I do, because he deserves it. Stacy is the best there is at it. So, in my opinion. So yeah, it is what it is. But this is different. This has a wider scope, a broader scope. And from there, the April date, I thought I just put up.
I know I missed it.
That's March. I
can get it for you.
So yeah, listen, and Andy, we'll talk about, Sarah and I'll talk about and figure out, you know, maybe there's a makeup session or something like that. I don't know. That's March.
It's April 11th. It's April 11th.
Oh, yeah, so, I did have it up there.
Yeah, April 11th.
Whatever. It's April 11th.
Yeah.
So I'm excited for this, and I'm excited for the people that they really want to dig in and really peel back some more of the onion, right? Take it from me. Again, if you don't know the story, the Rob, you know, reaching out to Sarah on a very, very bad day, it literally changed just my whole perspective on everything, from how I viewed things to
Mhm.
how I put things in boxes and what that did to me psychologically,
Mhm.
paranormally.
Mhm.
Um, there's a lot. There's a lot. And once you start kind of peeling away the bullshit, right, and looking at those core things,
Mhm.
um, man, man, it can change everything, and it has. And people that have um, investigated with me have seen sort of the effects of this. It's really cool. It's really cool. So I'm excited for the people that really want to dig in, and it's not your
Mhm.
K2 wielding REM pod beeping type of situation. This is about really digging deep and
Mhm.
really um, looking at yourself the same as a part of the paranormal.
Yeah, and I think the other thing that's really important to understand is this particular series, episodes, events, this 4-part event, this is really about the paranormal community converging together in one location 4 times. This is not you coming to our event and we're leading you and we're gonna be this is what we're doing and we're super special and you've got to figure it out. Hey there, Eric. Um, this is this is really about this is like a meeting of paranormal people coming together to say, okay, hey, whoa, like I have questions, or I've always wondered, or you know what, like I got bored, or I've forgotten some things. It's really about us coming together in club fashion and talking and working together.
Yeah.
And we're hosting it as Get Haunted. It's going to be very Seek with Your Soul, but these are open, ongoing conversations. Can I give a little bit of like what will happen for after 4?
Sure. Yeah.
Okay. So for those of you that choose to do all 4 with us, you become the inner eye core, and we will have a location to be announced. It will not be the same location, but to be announced. Um, and we're going to investigate, not Get Haunted style, inner eye style, where we all work together as the inner core or inner eye core team. And we're going to utilize everything that we've sort of awakened and remembered and discovered. And we're going to see how that works in investigating. So we're really excited about this because this is about building something, building a family, building friendships, building trust with each other, building trust within ourselves, and understanding what it means to go to one location to work time after time and then to move that on to another location. And how do we reel that in now we're not in the comfort of our Masonic Lodge 165, now we're at XYZ. How do we begin and ground ourselves there and start working on what we can connect with? So
I want to share something else, but I'm not going to. Just know that there's very very specific experiments that will span this entire thing. Like one experiment will span all 4 months, and we won't know the answers until the end.
yeah.
And
Yeah, there's so many cool things about this particular. I think the way this is, we do listen to what you guys do. As Rob said, this does probably appeal more to this, at least a seasoned Get Haunted person. But curiosity in itself is all you need. It could be that you're curious, but you don't want to investigate like you've seen on a YouTube or a network television show, or maybe somebody that you follow on Facebook. Maybe what you're looking to do is to really understand some experiences you've had, but you don't want to necessarily be right in the paranormal world. And it's okay, because the reality is paranormal is not this weird paranormal world. There's so much more to it, and there's everyday occurrences. And I think this is just the beginning. Really, we believe the 14, and that's what we're starting with. So just know, once these go on sale, and it's 14 spots to fill. We want to keep it intimate. We want to keep it where you are comfortable to speak openly, because we don't get anywhere if we can't be open with our beliefs and our questions, right? Or our experiences. So we want it to be intimate enough. So once those 14 spots are filled, we'll have to see what happens there. But this is just the beginning, because after these 4 episodes, there's a lot more down the pike there that will definitely be there.
Exactly, Michelle. And I say this all the time, and so do we, right? So do human beings. So does every paranormal experience I have had has been an onion, right? And you know, because of the lens I was looking through, when everything went like to shit for me, I was only looking at that outer layer, right? And then peeled that back, and Sarah helped me peel back another, and then another, and then I was like, holy shit, this is all starting to really make some sense now. And please, anybody that attends this or that's watching, it doesn't mean we're saying we know everything, because
no,
don't. What we're saying is that until you look at something from every angle, it's really, really hard to say you know exactly what it looks like. So and Stephen, if you're still watching, there's been several people that once you start thinking and looking deeper and playing with numbers, and numbers will come into this at some point over the 4 months. And we're going to start a whole little Facebook group, probably, right? A private page, so everybody can, you know, keep working. This isn't a one and done. This, so I struggled with, do we just make it all season passes? But I don't think that's smart. But tickets are there, and plus, not everybody has. But guys, we made this stupid affordable, compared to, you know.
He's asking why 14 people. I see what he's saying.
Oh,
yeah. Well, it's the location itself. We don't want to cram pack it. We don't want this to be. This is not a typical public event. This really is about growing something together. We've always told you Get Haunted is about you. We truly mean that. And we'll still have our great events that we do to be able to meet everybody and have some fun investigations. But this is really about giving back to the community and letting the community have a voice in something that they love. This doesn't belong to one group of people. This doesn't belong to somebody with notoriety or somebody with a big channel. This belongs to everybody who is living and breathing. You have experiences, you have your beliefs, you have your curiosity. Therefore, we want to open the doors to you to be able to have something that's buildable, workable, and you're growing this with us. And I think this is a beautiful way to start. I said it, and you'll read it when you see the events on Extreme. I do believe since the inception of Get Haunted, when Rob started this and I was nowhere even around, this is where it was leading.
The good old days.
The good old days. You didn't have to fight with me. So just keep in mind, this is about, using your voices, listening. It's not just talking. You have to be able to listen to also be able to be a part of that conversation. Rob, you have to be able to listen.
You were frozen, but you're 80% back now.
Okay. So yes, I think you guys, we were talking about like who we thought would be like into this. We were like, oh, we know they're going to probably want to sign up for this. And you're going to be really, for those of you that might not have worked super closely with us in Seek or not, if these people do sign up, it's going to be such a treat for you to be able to work side by side with them. I promise you that.
Yeah.
I'm looking at you, Stephen.
It's, to me, the location's really cool.
Mhm.
It's big, right? So, with a max of 14, like we got this whole place to ourselves. It's very, very cool. Not a lot of rooms. I put up a couple pictures of the different rooms. But it's 2 floors. Just very, very cool. And again, the symbolism and the history there is, hey Tracy, is pretty wild. The town itself, Blairstown, again, plenty of things to do, especially if you're coming in from a distance. Plus, not too far from this place, so we can find cool things to do and hang out. That's when I say it's family style. I mean, there will be dinners. We're all going to meet for dinner for those that can make it. Doesn't mean it ends that day. Like this sounds very. Again, for me, this is very appealing. Like I can't wait to get going. Yes, I'll be the annoying Rob that I am before every event. I just like when
I don't think so.
There's things you'll get to work through it and keep track of things. There's a lot that's going into this, and for the price, you kind of can't beat it.
Yeah, it is going to be very, very, yes, Kaylee. And we did think about that. Like it would be incredible. And this again is going to be, these are about connections, not just with the dead, but with the living. This is connecting with yourself. This is connecting with experiences. It is about speaking, learning the difference. And I love that you said being able to see something from all angles, because you might see it from this side and go, oh my God, that's super scary. And then you just take it around here and you're like, wait a minute, not quite what I thought it was. You're going to get what we're working towards is coming together as paranormal enthusiasts, curious, researchers, explorers, whatever you are in the paranormal. Nobody's coming in as any kind of an expert. We're all coming in together to say, it's time to dig a little deeper. It's time to understand a little bit more and remember where we all came from and what it is to be a human being, a living human being, and what that could mean on the other side.
Yeah, truth. And what I can tell you all, I come with literal story, literal experience, literally, and we can, that part can come out there. I've done show after show. I just need to drag that shit back up. The paranormal can be viewed a lot of different ways. I was viewing it in a way that wasn't exactly healthy for me at one point. So I'm excited for this. And there will be checkpoints, I guess, is, you're going to understand who you were in the beginning and you're going to understand who you are at the end. And hopefully there's some difference there after, 4 months, 3-4 months, we know everybody. We saw with Steve, Andy, Big Daddy Andy there, that he might not be able to make the last one. We'll figure it out. These are things we need to talk about for those that truly want to commit to it. And if there is a problem, maybe we can do like a makeup day where we figure it out. I don't know.
Yeah. And I think what the best thing about this is, it's not about us coming in, and being like, here, you're going to watch us do some magical work here. It's really about getting the community together. Again, think of it like that. We all joined up. We're all joining a club. We all like, hey, this is cool. There's an after school paranormal club, and we're there to encourage each other. And that to me is one of the missing ingredients that we see sometimes in the field, is that, we're so hard out there selling ourselves and our persona, and we're not really digging into the paranormal. And I think we have to start with us before we can dig into the paranormal. So Seek with Your Soul fans, get ready, because I believe this is exactly what needed to happen. And those that are just really curious and wanting to kind of get back, I love it for us. We do get stagnant too, doing the same sort of thing over and over again and showing the equipment and being like, oh, okay, let's do this. And here's this history of this location. We love that, but it does get a little repetitive, a little bit monotonous.
Well, I said it not long ago. I do. I feel pigeonholed sometimes, right?
Mhm.
And when we're on these public events, people are there because they want to do what they see as
Yeah.
new people, what they've seen on TV
Mhm.
or whatever. So we don't get to sit and be like that very often. So to have an entire
Yeah.
night, and these are not all nighters, right? I mean, we can essentially stay probably however the hell long we want, but we kept them kind of shorter than a regular event because look, man, everybody's tired at 3 a.m. It's kind of
Plus, I think this is going to be doing a lot of emotional
it'll be
and
exhausting. Yeah.
yeah, you're going to be, don't get scared of that. But, we're really asking you to work. This isn't just the physicality of going in or being like, oh, I'm drained. Like, this is really about coming together in the discussions and keeping that safe space for you guys, for all of us to be able to reconnect with parts of us that we might have forgotten because we're so busy trying to
Yep.
keep on trend.
Yep.
It's time to
Yeah.
make paranormal not trendy again. It's,
Yeah, you're gonna get street cred at the end of this, folks. You can
yeah.
go on Instagram and blow it up. But this sneak peek into one of the one
Mhm.
of the directions we're taking things in 2026 doesn't mean that the traditional investigations are going away. They're
No,
not.
nope.
They're coming. Um, which we got to get hot on because places are selling out. But we have some. We probably have about 7 or 8 events lined up right now. We need some more, and we know, but we're working on it. And that's where we're at right
Yeah.
now. But we wanted to share this because this will get launched probably in the next 7 to 10 days. Because first one's February.
Yeah.
And we want people to have time to plan. It looks like some people have planned out their entire all of
Yeah.
next year already. Anyway,
Yeah.
that's fine. There's reasons for it all.
Mhm.
So yeah, that's where we is.
All right. Well, we're excited. We hope you're excited. I think this is a great way to start off 2026, Rob. I'm super excited about just having some refresh, starting again, remembering, awakening. It is the year of the fire horse, folks. There's a lot to that: freedom, creativity, some independence. And I think that's sort of what these 4 episodes of the Inner Eye series is really all about, bringing it back to, you. Oh, yes, Wade, my friend. It is always, always there. I'm sorry, I'm just reading his stuff here.
Oh, so Wade's been watching.
Stephen is incredible, Wade. He's so incredible to work with. Yeah, so
Howdy's nothing. Wade, I smack Howdy around.
and we saw what happens if you were on last night, Wade. So that's where we're at. We just wanted to give you guys a little sneak peek, but without giving away too much. So if you're thinking, it sounds a little maybe not interesting enough, believe me, we just don't want to put it out there. We don't want to give all our secret ingredients away quite yet, but we promise you this is a work of true love and passion for the paranormal.
When you're trendsetters like us, it's hard. It's hard.
Absolutely, it is. Shed that skin, girl. That's what I'm saying. It is.
It's the snake and get with the horse.
Yeah, it's time for fire horse, folks. All
All
right. Well, with that,
Stackowitz.
It is 8:30.
It is.
We made it through the show without fighting. It's good. Thank you for your apology, my friend. I appreciate it.
It was heartfelt. It was.
It was.
Hopefully you get some rest tonight.
Get some rest too.
Get some rest.
So I guess get some rest. Is that much like calm down for women? Is that a trigger?
So. Yeah, I guess so.
I didn't
calm down.
I really meant it in a nice way.
Normally it's like, hey, you have a good night. You too. Thank you. We'll talk tomorrow. Yeah, get some rest. Okay. Hey, Sarah, I'm really sorry about earlier. That was just fucking stupid. I'm really sorry. Yeah, it's all right. Get some rest. Pretty much how I went to sleep.
Okay, well. Pleasures.
She knows what to do. She knows how to get to me. That was a soul crusher.
Well, that's what happens when you got best friends working in paranormal.
That's what happens.
That's what happens. 6'7", Rob. 6'7". All right. Well, with that, I want to bake a cookie. I know we do need those friend no, because you know what? That thing would be going off all day long. Have you seen those?
No.
I send you something and you send me, like, we have these little robots and we can like bug each other throughout the day with these things.
Well, that's what I need.
Yeah. All right. So, okay. With that, thank you guys so much for joining us back. Round 2, I believe you called it round 2. And we made it through, but we're super excited. Yeah.
It's clickbait, people. And special thanks to Mark Brown for that ridiculous AI image of me. I was fine with everything except like the snot. I think that's snot coming out of the nose.
It is supposed to be snot.
That's
yeah.
disgusting.
I actually couldn't tell if my Funko Pop had a knife in her hand or
it's a frying pan.
Oh, it's a frying pan. Okay. I was like, did he put a knife in my hand?
I should have.
I couldn't tell.
Because then I would have to pull it out of my back and put it in her hands.
Wow.
That was a joke.
It's just a joke, folks.
It's just a joke.
Okay. Well, with that, as you guys head off to a beautiful new week, folks. I know. What are we all doing here now, Ernie? Well, you're late, my friend, and Denise.
Why'd you go into the Southern accent right there?
Because I was trying to make our Southern friends feel welcome.
I get myself in trouble.
I can't do that accent. But no, seriously, as we're getting excited about 2026, I just want to say we see you. You know that. And we appreciate you.
You're going to have to teach me that.
What?
6'7"? I don't know what everybody's talking about.
Oh, 6'7", 6'7". Okay. Yeah, and we love you. We love you. Thank you guys so much. And again, it's going to be limited space at the Inner Eye series. So when you see that come out in the next 7 to 10 days, get on it, and we highly encourage all 4. So with that,
inner, not in her eye. It's inner eye, not in her eye.
Inner Eye. It's going to be much like Horror Road Trip. It's going to be Inner Eye and Horror Road Trip. What are you going to do? What are you going to do?
All right, freaks. It's time for me to make a man-witch.
All right. Well, with that, guys, have a great Sunday. We will talk to you this week. Have a fantastic Monday. Be safe out there. Drink your water and get some rest.
And take your vitamins and get some rest.